Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the fourth weekly episode for the month of July 2023 for Dedication Post-Isolation Weekly Video Series because we're getting it out to the nation and beyond. First photo you see come up today is a thank you to all our YouTube channel subscribers. To join the subscriber collective family, very easy, quick, and simple. As you're watching today's episode, lower right-hand corner of your screen, you see a red button. Just click on to that red button, please. That's it. You're subscribed. As well, you'll see the thumbs up in the square as you're watching today in the view panel. And you just click onto that, which is the like button for this particular video, if you'd be so kind. As well, right next to the thumbs up button, you'll see a share button. You can click onto that as well. And that would be sharing this particular episode with your family and friends, please. Next photo you see come up today is a thank you to all the folks who chimed in and watched our last week's episode, which is July 20, 2023. If you've not seen that episode, I will have a live link in the text description area underneath today's episode. Makes it very easy for you viewing just to click on to and catch up to us and watch last week's episode. In that episode, we celebrated the founder of Gotham, based right here in New York City, which is a non-profit organization, and that would be Paul Siswerter. And this is actually their hat, which is the official hat for Gotham Whale. And Chip is wearing his hat.
I'm wearing the black one, which is much hipper than the one you're wearing.
They were so kind, Gotham Whale, meaning Paul Siswerter. He put two hats in the mail for Chip. It was very, very sweet. So that now segues me from July 2023 episode to a live event, which will be next Wednesday, August 2, 2023, and that's at 6 p.m. up in the Boston, Massachusetts area. And that is, and you're seeing the flyer as I'm talking, for the Ocean Angels screening documentary. It's going to be an outdoor event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be up there, so come on up and join us. And it's at a venue called the Anchor Boston, which is One Shipyard Park, Charlestown, Massachusetts, which is right across the river from Boston proper. So come on up and join us. I'll have live links in the text description area underneath today's episode to Gotham Whale website, Gotham Whale Facebook page, Gotham Whale YouTube channel, the Anchor Boston, their website, also their Facebook page. Makes it very easy for you to get information on next week's live event up in Charlestown, Massachusetts. Next photo you're going to see come up today is a thank you to a particular new indie film that we've been promoting here now for the last year. It's called My Ramrani. The young lady who is the creator, her name is Kiki Shakti, and it's a story, documentary, if you will, about her mom and her mom's spiritual travel. And I'll have live links in the text description area to My Ramrani website, also their Facebook page. Makes it very easy for you to access information and support My Ramrani. Now, this is a thank you to Kiki, who is the creator, and also Eleni who is the film score composer to this new film. And the news is that they're in pre-production. They're getting ready to put the wheels under the bus to actually go in production. So congratulations, ladies, and also thank you for jumping in last week when I posted it. Man, all three of us were all over it last week on social media, which is optimum for all that work and help putting it out there. So thank you, Kiki and Eleni, for joining on and jumping on board and helping with spreading the word. Next photo you see come up is a thank you to Jackie Lennon, who is El Presidente, or La Presidente, for International Women in Jazz based here in New York City, which is a non-profit organization. Thank you, Jackie, for your support. I have live links in the text description area to International Women in Jazz website. Also, their Facebook page. Makes it very easy for you to get information on I.W.JAZZ. Go on and find out when their next live event will be coming up soon. And we'll put it out there once we know what that particular date will be. I'm sure it'll be coming up soon in the fall. So Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor to Dedication Post-Isolation Weekly Video Series. Project 142, as you see the logo here, website is www.project142.org. Facebook page is Project 142 NYC. The event calendar, the event calendar tethered to the website is www.project142.org/calendar. That calendar gets updated every day by myself. Keep it current and add on new events such as August 2, 2023, 6 p.m. up in the Boston, Massachusetts area for that Gotham Whale live event, for example. Also, we help support artists such as Kiki and also Eleni Lombardo, who's a film composer. We've been supporting her now for 4 years. So Project 142 was founded, created by retired minister here in New York City, Reverend Dick Leonard. And Dick created Project 142 in 2010. 2 years later, Dick hired me to help grow Project 142. I created the logo that you saw here. I created the website and also the social media platform. And we funded and sponsored live concerts here in New York City for artists and musicians for 10 years. We utilized venues which were elegant, such as the Bennett Center here in New York City. On April 28th, 2020, that particular flyer poster that you see here, with the help of Mr. Chip Fabrizi here at PPI Recording Studio, we launched and created this particular video series. Now we're into our 4th season. And we opened up our marketing skills, which have gotten very, very good over the last 10 years for organizations such as Gotham Whale, International Women in Jazz, and also artists such as Kiki and also Eleni Lombardo. Now, I promised today that this would be the 7th new underwater photography episode, and here we are. So to augment and create that whole artistic span, if you will, of this particular weekly video series, so I started and debuted some of my underwater photography May 2022, and people really dig it. So now we're doing our 7th underwater new photography, and these are all photos that I've taken from different scuba diving trips from around the globe. So today we're going to talk about a particular scientific name, if you will, class of particular creatures called the Cnidarians. Now the Cnidarians have thousands of different species that make up this particular phylum, as it's the scientific name is. The Cnidarians include jellyfish, also soft, as you see here, and hard corals, and also sea fans, sea whips, and also hard and soft corals. I already mentioned that. But in this particular classification, it's what makes them similar, what connects them, similar characteristics. And one for Cnidarians is that they don't have any vertebrae. They don't have any backbone, right? Like we do. So that's one of the common characteristics that in the Cnidarian collective, if you will. So today we're going to talk about the Cnidarians, and these photos are from different parts of the globe. So it's really that idea, what connects these, even in 1,000 miles and different oceans around the globe. So we're going to start off today with this one particular right here. And this was released to you, so to speak, as new photography in the September 2022. It was the 2nd episode for new underwater photography. And these are cup corals, or orange tube worms, or better known as tabastria. Now, what makes them similar, like jellyfish, right? Now, jellyfish has the tentacles that come down, and part of the characteristics that connect these with the jellyfish, right, for example, is they have the tentacles and they have stinging cells on them. Anybody who's messed with a jellyfish will know that they've been stung, right? And they have these little harpoons in those tentacles, right? They're called nematocysts. So what happens is when you brush up against it or bump up against it, these little nematocysts, they fire off, and they're designed to capture prey. Some nematocysts have toxins in it, some not. But what happens here, as you can see this particular photo, with these tentacles, this slit here in the center, that's its mouth. And that's the common denominator here, right? Same thing with these soft corals here, is that they use these tentacles to filter out planktonic food, very, very, very small particles of food in the water. They bring it to its mouth and then they ingest it. Now, such as jellyfish, when the prey come in contact with those nematocysts, with those tentacles, it fires off, it grabs on to the prey and then brings it towards them. Now, these tabastria are found all around different parts of the globe. Now, this second photo, which you're going to segue to, is the bright pink. Those are taken, or this particular photo, those live off the Fijian Islands in the South Seas. And I was there diving. I did 2 particular diving trips there. So just imagine now, you see how vibrant that color is. These are soft corals. Keep in your mind, these are animals, right? If you can envision every color of the rainbow when you're diving. It's the pinks, it's the blues, it's the yellows, it's orange, it's greens, it's purples, it's vibrant. It's a carpet of color. It's absolutely stunning. And there's very few places in the world that you'll see something like that. Fiji is known as the soft coral capital of the world. You can find it in the Red Sea, for example, but it's absolutely stunning. So this is part of the Cnidarian family, right? But it's not just in the tropical waters, and that's going to be now the third photo that you're going to see here, and that is this particular soft coral. This is taken in Long Island Sound, man. A lot of people think that Long Island Sound, man, ain't nothing to look at. I beg to differ. And this particular soft coral that you see here, and you could see the similarity by looking at this particular photo. It has the tentacles, it has the center mouth slit, right? And it brings the food that it filters out through the water into its mouth and it ingests it. So that's the fact that in that Cnidarian family, where there's thousands of different species from all over the globe, it's what brings them together, connects them together, even though thousands of miles of difference in different oceans, it doesn't matter. That's the common denominators that brings them together. Any questions, please leave them in the text description area underneath today's. I'll be happy to answer them for you. And then we'll be into the 8th new episode later on into probably September. We'll do another episode. So thank you for viewing today, and thank you for enjoying my underwater photography. Now, we're going to take it out today with an homage to, this is my 5th CD. It's called VIBINATION. And the reason why VIBINATION, because there's 2 tracks on this CD that are recorded with vibes. One of the vibraphonists is Arthur Lipner, and this particular CD was recorded at Bennett Studios in Englewood, New Jersey. Now, or Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, I should say. And unfortunately, it's been closed now for a handful of years. But the Bennett family, as in Tony Bennett, owned it. And it was an absolutely stunning studio. And we tracked it, and then Chip and I mixed it, mastered it right here. But to Tony Bennett and his family, thank you for being so welcoming. Thank you for the support while we were tracking and recording it there. And certainly to a life well lived. That was Tony Bennett, right? There was an outpouring when Tony Bennett passed about a week ago at age 96. This is one of Tony's biggest hits. This is a song from 1965 movie called The Sandpiper. It actually won an Academy Award for Best Original Song in a Film for that particular year. And it has a great verse. You know how much we love the verses of songs. One day we walked along the sand. One day in early spring, you held a piper in your hand to mend its broken wing. Now I'll remember many a day and many a lonely mile, the echo of a piper's song, the shadow of a smile, the shadow of your smile when you are gone will color all my dreams, light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you are to me, our wistful little star. It was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, so did I. Now when I remember spring, all the joy love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. Thank you for joining us today. Tune in for next week's episode. Come and join me next week, August 2, 2023, 6 p.m. up in the Boston, Massachusetts area for Ocean Angels documentary. It'll be an outside event. It's going to be gorgeous weather. Come on out and join us. Live links in the text area. And as always, thank you to Mr. Chip Fabrizi, the owner of PPI Recording Studio.
Get the horn, please.
We'll see you next episode.